Hello, everybody. Shoe Shack Redemption here for our third take on the Random Team Championship Challenge for 91-92. If you tuned in last time, it was the Orlando Magic that we took in season number 3 to a championship. First time was the Rockets. It took us 2 seasons to do it there. The challenge is to do it in 4 seasons. And once I've done it with 3 teams, I'm going to move on to the next season. So I'll create a roster and a 2K share scenario for the 92-93 season, and I'll share that for everybody to use if they'd like. And we'll do sort of the same thing. I did just look through to see like were the Magic the worst team I could take over, and they're tied. So the Magic and the Timberwolves are both 83. So those are definitely teams, if I got them, which I did get the Magic, I'm going for Shaq in the draft. Tank the first year, which we did. We got 6 wins. The Rockets are one of the better teams, so they were 93. So I'm just gonna go ahead and start scrolling through here and see who we land on. I'm gonna just not look at the screen and see when we want to stop. So pretty much like if it's a decently staffed team or roster-wise, we will go for championship in year 1. But if we're not likely to make the playoffs, I am going to tank. Trade off assets, get some picks, try to get Shaq preferably, get some cap space to sign. There's some decent free agents. If I can't get Shaq, David Robinson's the best free agent to try to go after in year 1. Alright, I'm going to stop it in 3, 2, 1. Alright, we have the Trailblazers, who are one of the best teams, and I believe, 91-92, they're the ones that lost to the Bulls in the finals. And in some of the simulations I did to hone attributes and tendencies, the Blazers did win the championship, so this is definitely a team I'm going for it in year 1. A few things I did that might make some things play out differently. I adjusted some coaches' badges and attributes because there were some guys that like shouldn't even be coaches. Like they didn't have any offensive or defensive stars. So I fixed some of those. And then the other thing I did to keep people like Arvydas Sabonis from playing in a year he shouldn't. If you remember before, I had them out due to personal reasons, but once they got so far into that, they started playing even though they still had personal reasons as a instead of a red logo or Red Cross, I guess is what I want to say, the medical sign. It was orange, which means they can play. So they were. So instead, I put them as suspended, which doesn't make sense, but at least it's another thing that I don't think they'll go down because of. Whereas if I gave them an actual injury, they might go down because, they could lose some speed or vertical or whatever. So they're suspended, and that'll keep them from playing at least. And actually, it's funny I'm on this team because Clifford Robinson, if anybody's checked his stats before, I'm going to go ahead and select them and then advance. If anybody's checked his stats before, they gave him the other Cliff Robinson's stats, who's actually in the free agent list in this one. Get the draft class in. I did make some edits to that as well, by the way. Anyway, what I was trying to say was he has the wrong Cliff Robinson stats. So I did a little, workaround to get him no stats. I took a fake player and just imported his DNA into it. Therefore, he doesn't have any stats, which I thought was better than having like 10 years worth of stats, even though he's only supposed to have 2. Because before, I have to go to the free agents. This Cliff Robinson. Well, he doesn't have his stats either because he was imported. But anyway, he had stats all the way from 1979 up through 90, 91. So that should help. It also, I think, helped Cliff make the rookie sophomore game. I think before, once he plays a season, it automatically gave him like 11 years pro. And if you simulate far enough, he breaks the record for games played because he has those stats. So I didn't want that. All right, let's take a look at this roster. We have 4 point guards. Porter is locked up for 4 years. Pretty hefty contract. Pack has a 3-year deal, super low. That's a decent backup as long as he plays well. Danny Young and Ennis Watley, 1-year deals, kind of fillers just in case. Drexler's also locked up, not making as much money as Porter. Danny Angel has a 1-year deal, but he's a really good backup, 78 overall. I don't know who this guy is, but he makes the minimum. We got Kersey, who becomes one of the best small forward free agents in year 1, so we have a choice to make there. And Clifford, we've got to re-sign him after his rookie contract expires. Buck has 2 years. Abdelnaby has 2 years. Mark Bryant has 1. This is a pretty decent looking team. It's a bonus. Those first 4 years, I kind of just gave him some money. It's like so they can retain his rights, I guess. But the 95, 96, that's what he really made. Duckworth, holy moly. So if I were to get rid of somebody, it would probably be Duckworth because his contract is awful. Like really, really awful. Wayne Cooper isn't great either, but we're going to see how these guys play. And I just remembered that maybe the Blazers won some of those simulations because Sabonis came back. No, that couldn't be, because in my simulations I had injuries off, and Sabonis was not in the rotation, therefore the rotation never changed. So, okay, I was just making sure. Can I actually win it with these guys? And it looks like yes. So if I look at the salary cap, we do have some cap space, 6.5. A lot of that would go to Clifford Robinson, Jerome Kersey potentially. Just thinking ahead if I don't win it this year. I'd probably keep the team mostly the same unless somebody's doing really, really bad. Take a look at the rotation here. As close as real as I could get it. Yeah, I'm feeling pretty good about the depth, having 3 big guys, Abdelnaby, Bryant, and Cooper, plus Clifford can play small forward, power forward, or center, really, if he needs to. Guard is not great. Pack doesn't have to play that much because Danny Ainge can play both guards. Alright. We got Rick Adelman, who's a great coach. We have, I guess we're protecting the paint. Yeah, we'll go with whatever. Play through star, sure, that's Clyde Drexler. And I wanted to see what draft picks I have. We do have our first, and we have the Nuggets second. We have all of our firsts, that's good. Well, the Nuggets second will be better than our second. Alright, we're probably going to put Clyde Drexler on the untouchable. I don't think, oh, it will let us put Sabonis. I don't know that anybody else is untouchable. And I'll wait to do the trade block. This should say contending, yes. And we need to do, let's see if there are any mentors to do. So Abdelnaby has Duckworth. Those probably aren't the ones I want. Can Duckworth help anybody else? He could help Sabonis. Let's do that instead. Oh, no, he can't because he's only a year older. Well, Buck Williams isn't really helping him either. I'd rather Buck Williams probably help Cliff Robinson. Let's do that. Give him a new badge potentially. That's a good one. Let's help him rebound. I don't know about hooks, actually. Let's do close lockdown. Alright, Buck's helping Cliff. Who else do we have on the young side? Abdelnaby the only one? Robert Pack. Either Porter or Ainge could help him. Probably Porter. Let's try Porter, and then Ainge can maybe help somebody else. Let's give him some... Oh my god, Terry Porter has all sorts of badges. Let's make Robert Pack able to play some defense. I guess I'd rather give him golds. They'll get them faster. Let's improve that one that he already has. I think that one is for free throws, so sure. Alright, Watley also. He doesn't have any badges, though. Alright, so Abdelnaby, maybe it is Duckworth. Does Wayne Cooper have any? No. Bryant doesn't have, so Duckworth. What do we want him to have? Probably... Oh, gotta get rid of those. I don't know why Kevin Duckworth is an aerial wizard. That's kind of scary. Box out beast, brick wall. Let's do something offensive. Maybe not brick wall. Sure. Alright, Cooper does have one badge, just can't help him with it. Can you help him? No. Alright, we still have Danny Ainge too. Can Duckworth be helped by Cooper? No. Any chance Ainge can help Drexler? He can a little bit, but not very much. Ainge only has one that Porter doesn't. Strother's guy, I guess, can be helped, even though no idea who he is. No clue. Let's get him some golds. I guess that's it. Well, is there anything he could possibly use? No. I really want Ainge to help somebody. He was, okay. Looked like he could do a little bit for Drexler, so let's do it. Corner specialist. Slippery, I guess the three he's best at. Why not? Alright, and then training, and then we'll get going. I guess he's probably not going to get to play, but... Kevin Duckworth is 27. He can go medium. He's best at inside scoring. Wayne Cooper's 34, so low's probably good. Rebounding is what he's good at. Buck, let's do him medium. And he's going to be rebounding. He can be high, probably. He's also rebounding or inside scoring. Let's make him offensive. Mark Bryant is rebounding. Got a lot of rebounding on this team. That's good. It says inside scoring for Kersey. That is his best. Let's stick with it. Cliff. Athletic is 79. Yeah, we'll do that. See what it goes up in. Drexler can probably be medium. Offensive. Danny Ainge, outside scoring. That's his. Whoops. we weren't quite. Strothers. What's he good at? Not much. Let's say offensive. Terry Porter is offensive. Robert Pack can be high. And he's athletic. Danny Young. Let's do two-way for him. Don't have any of those. And Watley is playmaking, sure. Okay. We'll see if any injuries throw a wrench in our plans, but this one should be doable. If I'm gonna do it in season 1, the Blazers are a good team to have. So, here we go with our first 2 games. We lost to the Cavs. Terry Porter scored 26 points. It seems high. I don't need Buck Williams to shoot 2 for 8. I think he shot almost like 60% in real life, so can he do that? We annihilated the Suns, who are usually one of the better teams. This time it was Kersey with... Wow, he only missed 2 shots. All right. Well, we're 3-3, beating the Rockets, who are only 1-4. Clyde is at the top every time. Is good to see, as he should be. We're losing to the Spurs by 20. We allowed 41 points in the fourth quarter, and it was mostly Sean Elliott. Lost to the Pacers, who are 3-3. Oh, Drexler's not at the top that time. Beat the Celtics. Made all 13 of his free throws. Reggie Lewis scored 37. All right, we'll go for a while before we try to make any changes. And injuries are on, just so you know. I didn't lower them as much as I did before, just because I felt like it was messing somehow with how quickly guys were coming back, because people were supposed to be out for like several months and then they'd be back in several weeks. So I thought maybe adjusting it too much was a bad thing. Well, the Nuggets are not good. The Wolves should be really bad. They haven't even won a game yet. They're 0-8. Drexler had 40. Kersey had a double-double. Buck almost did. I feel like Duckworth has not been very good. Beat the Nuggets twice this week. Mutombo had 17 rebounds. Oh, well, call out Duckworth and he performs. Oh, these guys are bad. Well, 3 wins is good. Let's keep that up. We lost once to the Clippers, but beat them first at home by 24. Kind of surprised there hasn't been an injury yet. Lost on the road by 12. Not a bad game. Robinson struggled and Pack was 0 for 5. Beat the Warriors by 4. And then got our payback on the Spurs. Robinson's averaging 24 and 13. All right, let's finish out the month strong. We did beat the Bulls, but lost to the Bucks. The Bucks are not usually that good. Drexler had a triple-double. Go ahead and look at... Oh, he's averaging almost 30. Oh, my. Oh, I didn't realize Drexler got so many triple-doubles in his career. Wow. Okay. Well, maybe that's one of many. We'll see. Beating the Bulls is always good. They are better than us, record-wise. I believe these were the two that not only made the finals, but I believe they were the two that had the best records in the league in real life. Duckworth was one of eight. Michael Jordan's averaging only 24. Pippen's down too. Barely beat the Bullets. Buck Williams had 20 boards. All right, let's take a look here. We are second behind the Jazz, who have the best record in the league. Stat-wise, things are looking all right. We got 5 guys in double figures. Our 2 starting bigs are getting 8 a game. We got... So the Kings still have some issue. That was the other thing. So remember the glitch where the Kings were firing their coach on day 1? So I fired that guy and hired somebody else, and now he's still glitched. So I don't know how to fix that. It's something about the Kings head coach that's just ruined. The Wolves already fired their coach in the season. We did have a couple free agent signings. There are some injuries, so they are happening, just thankfully not to my team. Looks like nobody has been out for season other than the guys I already had. Drexler's got Player of the Week twice. He was also Player of the Month along with Ewing. We got LJ and Mutombo. Alright, and now let's take a look here. Does anybody need... Oh my, Terry Porter shooting 57%, 52 from 3. And he's shooting a decent amount of them. We already saw Drexler. These guys playing the minutes they should. Actually, they're playing a little bit more, maybe. Kersey's also doing awesome from the field. This would be an amazing field goal percentage team. Buck Williams, the guy that should be shooting up closer to 60, is not at 50. He's also mad. Drexler's very happy. Why are these guys upset? Duckworth shooting only 43%. Danny Ainge is very happy. Not shooting great. Clifford, not shooting great. But he is, well, he's not very happy either. Abdelnaby, okay, 49%. Mark Bryant, 44. Paco, 34. I don't think he was ever a great percentage shooter, but I guess I could give another one to Terry Porter. Well, that's about what he should be playing, it seems. Don't know that anybody else is deserving of one. Maybe Kersey? Let's try that. For Performance factor is 80. All right, I think that's it. 4 straight road games here against the Eastern Conference. Hopefully the Magic are at least a win. We go at least 2-2. Come on. Our first scouting. So 25th. So it looks like that second round pick's going to be pretty good so far. That's the Nuggets. That's the 3rd pick in the second round. So they say we'll be around the 25th pick, huh? Well, we only have 5 spots. So let's go with Wesley. Get some of these guys that might fall that far. Stith. What positions do we need? Let's see, Ainge. That's Robert Pack. Small forward, we might lose Kersey, so let's do, well, they really drafted Tracy Murray in real life. Power forward's not great. Keefe. And let's go with BJ. Oh my God, we lost to the Magic. Beat the Heat, who are 2-16. Not sure what's happening there. I mean, they're not supposed to be amazing, but they shouldn't be like the worst team in the league either. If that team gets their hands on Shaq, that'd be interesting. With a young Rice and Steve Smith. They're 5-12. Kevin Duckworth was 3 of 18. We lost by 50 to the Sixers. I didn't notice that. Pretty much the same record as us. Barkley's doing great. Looks like they didn't have Hersey Hawkins for this game, and we got just slaughtered. We shot really, really bad. Other than Kevin Duckworth, who fouled out in 11 minutes. Beat the Pacers. Oh, 46. Is that the most in the league? No, Karl Malone scored 49. Rodman had 25 boards. David Wingate got 7 steals. Drexler hovering around that 30 points per game mark. All right, can we win again? Beat the Rockets, Pistons, and Kings. All right, first trade offer is Greg Anderson and Liberty for Duckworth and Cooper. I'm going to say no. Center is what I'd like to upgrade, but that's definitely not an upgrade. Rockets are only 10-10. Drexler almost had a triple-double. This looks like a really good game. Robinson fouled out. They had 4 guys with 20. Olajuwon's not quite averaging 20. His rebounds are really down. What's up with that? Beat the Pistons by 6. $44. Beat the Kings by 15. Drexler's on a pretty good stretch here. Alright, we'll just go with the same people till they're done, I guess. Beat the Warriors and the Sonics. Okay, we're on a nice little roll here. They had lots of guys with 10 plus points. Drexler again almost a triple-double. He also only missed 3 shots. Sonics are not great. Seriously, Drexler. He's up to 31 a game now. Porter fouled out. Kevin Duckworth with a nice game. He's only 43% though. The Heat are 4-22. beat the Mavs, lost to the Lakers. The Mavs actually doing better than they probably should. That's who made the finals in one of the earlier simulations. I don't know why. Got swept by the Bulls, I think. The Lakers hovered around 500, beat us by 17. James Worthy, 36. Two for 12 for Terry Porter. Fouled out again. Barely beat the Heat, who are really bad. He's come down to 50%, which is closer to where he's supposed to be, it looks like. He is happier now. Who was it that was mad? Kersey? Not too bad. Buck Williams had 1 point and missed all 5 of his shots. Oh boy. Alright, let's get into January here. Like, really surprised there've been no injuries. Lost to the Sixers again. Beat the Jazz, who are just ahead of us, it looks like, in the rankings. Mailman's averaging 25 and 11. Sixers not quite as good as us record-wise. Yeah, we are still in second. We are the third best team in the league. The Wolves are 2 and 27. That's fun. Alright, let's see. Any trades? We had some re-signings. We did have a trade. Greg Kite for a second, Sunvold. And the Nuggets and Rockets swapped some third-string small forwards. And the Bullets fired Wes Unseld. Rick Fox, couple guys. Oh, Reggie Miller dislocated his kneecap. Clyde is first in the MVP run. Stanley Roberts is in here for Rookie of the Year. Detlef usually there for the sixth man. Probably won't have anybody in this running. And I don't believe I'd have anybody really for that. Rolando Blackman's the clutch player or whatever. I don't know why we have that, but we do. Voting, let's take a look. Drexler. Terry Porter. Looks like he might make the All-Star team. That's cool. No front court players. In the East, no giant surprises. Moses is in there. 16 and 10. Alright, do I want to try to trade anybody or change any minutes? Let's take a look at how people are shooting. Robinson's got a little better. Duckworth's hovering around the same age. Not great. Robert Pack went up a little, and Mark Bryant probably shouldn't play as much if he's going to shoot not 40%. So maybe we give one to him. Let's give another one to either Buck or Robinson. Let's do Buck, since he's not very happy. Maybe playing another minute will help him? I don't know. I'm going to go ahead and add some people to the trade block, like this guy, who I don't know. We also have a lot of point guard depth, so maybe somebody wants one of these guys. Watley's better at defense, but Young can shoot. They're the same age. I guess I don't have to put them on the trade block. I'm thinking about putting Duckworth, but let's actually look at this. We do have 4 guys that will re-sign. Cooper, I'm going to say no to. I assume he wants the minimum. Danny Young. Buck Williams says he's already testing free agency. We're not really losing anybody other than these guys. I mean, Ainge is playing quite a bit, but I feel like we can get somebody to do what he does more or less. Mark Bryant will take the minimum, and I don't mind him as even an extra big. He's shooting 40%, so maybe I'll wait to see if that goes up. All these guys will take the minimum, except for Ainge, although he's pretty close. Alright, so I was going to put this guy on the trade block just to see, is there anything I can upgrade? I could also just, if I could trade him for a pick, or maybe add him with something. I could just sign somebody that's a little better than him. I could trade Cooper with him for something. I was hoping a guy and a second or something. Like that, but not William Bedford. Larry Smith was good when I was the Rockets. It looks like he's not good here. Don't know what changed. Cooper does have a pretty big contract that could match with somebody. Let's just see. Augman and Koncak. That doesn't help me at center. Mark Eaton doesn't shoot well, but he can block some shots. But he doesn't rebound. Well, Duckworth's not a great rebounder either. I don't think this is what it's going to do to upgrade my team. I would probably have to trade a pick, which is fine. It's only a star and a half. Sam Bowie is shooting about the same percentage. The Pistons will give us their draft pick and John Sally's contract. Andrew Lang's a good rebounder and can block some shots. And only a 1-year deal. They're also giving us Tim Perry, who could replace Mark Bryant. So that's probably the best deal I've seen. Benjamin's doing very similar things to Duckworth. That's interesting. He's not... I'd rather he be a power forward, but he's young, has 2 years, so Tyrone Hill is somebody to consider. But for now, I think we keep going. Barely beat the Magic, lose to the Pistons, I think, for the second time. D's averaging 14, Anderson's averaging 15. Drexler fouled out, otherwise we might have won. And Porter was down here with 6 points. Beat the Hornets, who are almost as good as us. Alright, time to get some new players. It's not looking like it's going to be a good pick So we've already done Stith, so let's do Peeler, John Barry. We already did Murray. Let's do Seeley. And Popeye, Miller. Lost to the Knicks, Lang and Tucker. So that's close to what I was looking at. Lang's worse, but we get rid of his contract. And then he shoots a better percentage, can block more shots, and is probably just as good at rebounding. So I'm not sure why he's two worse, actually. But that's going to be considered. Beating the Cavs is good. They're one of the better teams. Henry James scored 18 points. Lost to the Knicks, though, by 26. Patrick Ewing had a nice game. I still don't understand how we've not had injuries. Not that I want them. Just seems weird. Maybe is my trainer really good? I didn't even look at my staff. Beating the Suns and the Hornets. Beat some good teams this week. Alright, we are almost to the trade deadline. Buck Williams. Oakley and a first. That's a kind of cool trade, but no. Del Curry and Bogues for Buck. That is not, neither of those positions are things I need. We're beating all these teams. The Lakers beat them by 24. Kersey was 3 for 10. Buck fouled out in 10 minutes. Worthy we cannot stop, it seems. Beat the Sonics in overtime. I think that's the first overtime game we've had. Dana Barros had 22 points in 15 minutes. Wow. And then the Hawks, who are decent. Dominique and Willis. All right, we are now first. We passed the Jazz and are not, but a game and a half behind the Bulls for the best record in the league. Wow. All right. Still these guys. So I don't know if that means they can't. It doesn't say not eligible. They just haven't decided yet? I'm not sure. $6 million possibly. That's quite a bit of money. I mean, my biggest salary is 2. If I could get rid of that. I mean, this team actually has some cap space to sign somebody, it seems. I don't know if I don't get rid of it now, if I don't win a championship, I think Duckworth's gone in the offseason. He is shooting better, so that makes me feel better. He's really good at close shots. Defense is only a 70. He can't block, and his rebounding's pretty bad, so I kind of want to trade him. He's also up to an 80. Does that help with the trades? A first, and Manute Bol was a good backup for my Magic team last go around. I'm thinking his contract is what's going to make these pretty bad offers, because I'm only getting pretty bad contracts in return. Lang is just so much better at the things I want my center to be good at. He's 12 better at that. He's a little less consistent on offense. he's 47 better at that, and like 10 better at each of these. So that's an interesting thought. Benoit Benjamin, or Benoit Benjamin, I still don't know how to say his name. I meant to look it up. Alton Lister is more of a backup. First round picks are cool. Who else was giving me a pick? The Spurs are pretty good. Pistons are decent. Pacers are decent. The Jazz are amazing. The Hawks aren't so good. They got a top 10 pick in real life. So I don't want Concac's awful contract, that's for sure. This would be an upgrade at backup point guard, although he can't shoot. So I feel like for a team like this, I don't necessarily need like future draft picks. So we could add a draft pick. I'm just going to see if this guy does anything at all for offers. Sometimes if you make a slight change, you get something a little better, which these are a little different. It's the same as before. So let me add in 95. I could also go click on some centers I'd be interested in. Tyrone Hill. Oh, that's a tough one to pass up. He's much better. He's 7 better at defense. He's actually better at offense. His blocking's the same, but his rebounding's much better than Duckworth. And he's younger and on a better contract. And I'm getting a first-round pick back, which has to be better than this. So I think that's the best deal. It's just a matter of, is there something else out there that's not popping up yet? If I put 2 first, does that help? BJ Armstrong. Pretty much the same. That's Rick Smits. Rick Smits is pretty good. His defense is actually worse than Duckworth. He's much better at offense. He can block. His rebounding is not much better, so. And he's about to be a free agent, so probably not worth 2 first-round picks, because I might not even get to re-sign him. Lang and Perry. There's Hill and a first again. Alright, so let's actually just scroll through here and see, like for Hill, what actually pops up. Just straight up Duckworth for Hill. That's interesting. I don't want to trade Kersey at this point. Or Buck. He's over 50%, thankfully. Pack would get me a first. Duckworth and Pack. Let's see if something else popped up. Alright, so Tyrone Hill or who was the other guy I was looking at? Andrew Lang. Moses probably isn't going anywhere without trading. Oh, it's just Kersey. Clifford Robinson's youth is desired. Don't need somebody that can score a lot. Although Buck Williams not a scorer, so an inside score wouldn't be bad. Hot Rod's contract's pretty awful. Giving me Craig Elo too. Drexler would start at small forward, I guess, and Elo would be shooting guard. I think I want to leave Kersey put because he's a good defender, I believe. I don't think Parrish is going to get traded. Unless I get rid of Porter or... Wow. People really want Jerome Kersey, which, if I don't re-sign him, I'm going to look stupid for not trading him for one of these things. Kersey a first and Wayne Cooper. Like, seriously, Jerome Kersey, should I put him with Duckworth and see, like, if All-Stars pop up? Because it kind of seems like he could get me something. I don't think Patrick Ewing's on the market. Vladi is young. They say no. I don't really want anybody on the Magic. Dikembe's probably not tradable. Nope. Smits, we decided, was no better at defense or rebounding than Duckworth, really. A little better on offense, though. Any chance they'll give me this guy? And then Lang was an option. I'd rather take Tyrone Hill and a first-round pick, I think. Alright, just for fun, I'm going to see what this does. Moses Malone, Ronnie says some of the guys I already clicked. Those are the two best guys on the Mavericks. I feel like there were better things popping up out of the blue. Kersey on his own. A first, top 3 protected. Well, I can't just like give him away for nothing. Getting Ronnie Cycli would be interesting. He's a great offensive player. His defense is really good. Blocking not so much. Rebounding's awesome. That would be a big upgrade, and then I'd trade Duckworth for a small forward, or Clifford Robinson starts. But Kersey, while he can't shoot very well, is a really athletic small forward, and he's 84 at defense, and he's really good at rebounding for a small forward, so I think that's why I want to keep him. Whether we sign him or not, I don't know. Maybe we won't have to, because we'll just win it all. So Duckworth for Tyrone Hill seemed probably like the best bet. Did it pop up here? That was Lister. If I add this first, it's Hill and a first. 94 lottery protected. And if I do this one, it's the same thing. 94 lottery protected. So I guess it doesn't matter. If I just do it, it's Lister. So somehow Struthers gives me Tyrone Hill, which I guess I could try one of these guys. Hill and Higgins, I'd rather have a first. Byron Scott. Alright, I think we go back to this, and we go to the Warriors. Let's start negotiations. Hello, Racing on Dirt. We have a counter offer. Pack for Jim Peterson. Pack, while not great, is my backup point guard. So, no. Is there any chance you'll give me a later first? Abdel Nabi for Peterson. No, he's really young and has some potential. Wayne Cooper and a second. I don't even have to trade a first. Well, Wayne Cooper's doing nothing. He's not even mentoring, I don't think, because his one badge doesn't help anybody. He might even retire. Peterson has a team option, so I can not extend him. It does still give me a roster spot, and I'm getting rid of a pretty good second round pick instead of my first, so I think we'll do this. Let's do it. All right. He's not going to be number 12. $32 is taken. He was also 40, I think. He was 40 and 42. We're going to go with 40. And who else did I get? Jim Peterson. I think that's his number. So, all right. And we still have 4 point guards, so Young or Watley could be traded. We lost our depth at shooting guard, although Young can play it, so can Pack. And we picked up another big, which we don't necessarily need. Well, technically we lost who was our backup center because Bryant's playing it. Do we make Bryant a center? Probably. Well, Abdelnaby's an inch taller. He pretty good rebounder. He's good at defense and good at offensive rebounding. Let's put him at center, I guess, as the backup for Tyrone Hill. So now we need a wing player is what we need to sign. Unless Young or Watley can get me somebody. Can Young get me some wing depth? He can, but I also imagine there's better people than this that I can sign. And I might be able to sign anybody because I'm one of the best teams in the league, so I probably need to look at that. Donald Royal, Vinnie Johnson has some badges that he can help somebody with. So we have Ainge. Probably needs to be a small forward. Or at least somebody that can play small forward. I guess we can just go with Donald Royal. He won't take the minimum. I thought for sure he would. He will. He can't play small forward, but Vinnie Johnson's going to come be a mentor on the team. Can he still be his number? He's been 15 and 25. Kersey's 25. And 15 must be retired. Cool. Let's go with 5. Alright, well that gives me an option too if Pack ends up not playing very well. Vinny or Ainge could be my point guard. I still kind of want to trade. I'm short on bigs because Sabonis doesn't count. Kind of want to trade one of these guys for a big. We just saw what Young got us. What if I get rid of that second? Does that help? Give me a big guy. Livingston. Not bad. Joe Klein's got 2 years. Terry Davis is 77 overall. 76, so he's like playable. That seems like a pretty good trade to me. That's a first-round pick. And the Spurs have not signed David Robinson, re-signed him in either of the Sims have done so far. And that pick could be really good. Because I had... That could be interesting. It's not really a guy I want on the team. We could cut him and sign somebody if it comes to that. But I think getting a first-round pick for Danny Young sounds pretty good. Probably better than getting Terry Davis. We don't want the Sixers pick because they're always good. I think we get this. Can I take anybody else? Can I take Massenberg instead? You want the guy I literally just signed? What if I give you both seconds? No. What if I go click Massenberg? Mark Bryant, Pack, Watley. Give me second for second. You were giving me this. No, it was 93. Vinny in a second. Alright, I guess I'll just do whatever popped up before, which was Copa. They really want Vinny Johnson. Okay, I've got to click it on my team, evidently, for it to work. It was Young. And this second. For that. Alright, don't really know who Tom Copa is. He's on the team, though. He was number 30, which we already have a 30. Right? Porter, yep. How about 50? Sounds good for a center. So now I'm feeling better about where I have the depth, because we got some flexibility here. Drexler could play small forward if he has to. Alright, we didn't get the team like a whole lot better. I mean, signing Vinny Johnson actually makes the top 10 of my list. But we did get a draft pick. We got Tyrone Hill as a better part of the future. We increased our cap space a little bit for the off season. And now I need to set my lineup. We are not going to let him play. Any of the guys that just got signed are not going to play. We'll let Abdelnaby start a game. Which means we need... That's not really the position we need to play. We need more big guys. So... Because that's 23 plus, let's say 20 is 43, 5 at center for nobody, because nobody can play it. So Bryant and Abdelnaby need to add up to 48. That's 47. I guess we'll do that. We'll go 9-man for, I think, just this game. Of course, we play the Warriors, who we just did that trade with, and we lost. But they probably played Duckworth. They did. Made both of his shots, had 3 turnovers, didn't really do that much. But they won. Wayne Cooper and Struthers are not in the rotation. Meanwhile, all the guys I had decided not to play still played somehow. Williams fouled out, that's why. Bryant didn't make a shot. Abdelnaby was not very good. Alright, now let's set our real lineup, which includes not Tom Kopa. Tyrone Hill is starting. Let's see how many minutes he's supposed to play in 91-92 was 23 minutes. We're going to probably go with like 25. I gave one to him. That would mean Mark Bryant needs to play more. No, because Abdelnaby needs his minutes. So he was at 13. He's been really bad. I had him at 10, I think. Vinny's above these guys. So if he's at 25, he can play 13, that's 38, plus 10 is 48. So that's all my center minutes. Then Clifford's playing all the power forward that Buck's not. Then playing some small forward. So that should work out. If Pack is bad, we'll put Vinny in. Hopefully Tyrone can keep doing 49%. That'd be cool. Alright, we're back to 10. Let's win some games now. Do we want any more trades? Is there anybody else? We possibly wouldn't need. Kersey, I think, is going to be important for the championship run here. We really got rid of the only bad contract the team had, which was Duckworth. Ainge isn't doing well enough for 79 overall, but he's one of the mentors on the team. I think we just... Mark Bryant is tradable, I guess, because he's not doing well. Can I can't trade him with Copa, can I? Can I? I can. Can I get an upgrade at backup? Cliff Livingston. 72. Bryant is good at defense, so as long as he's not shooting too much, which he might be. Smith was doing bad, right? Artie Conlon's not good. Can't trade Peterson. Well, there's this first I was dangling as bait. Tom Hammonds has a 2-year deal. Kenny Gaddison is decent at defense and okay at rebounding, but shooting 54%. Dwayne Coswell, what's he good at? Not defense, but he can block and not rebounding. Knicks first round pick, Terry Catledge, was good on my Magic team. I wouldn't want that contract for 2 years, but maybe I wouldn't need it for 2 years. He's really good at offensive rebounding and pretty good at defense. He's 3 better than Bryant. There's Terry Davis again. I think we just maybe deal with it. I guess I don't have cap space probably to trade this. Oh, I probably have trade exception. Manute Bol would be good depth. Fred Roberts isn't bad. He's not shooting very well. Ed Pinckney, what's he good at? Not defense. He's really good at offensive rebounding. A first round pick somehow. Lottery protected and giving me a fake guy. Sherman Douglas. There's Terry Davis. The other one was Catledge. Davis is a better rebounder, shooting a better percentage than Bryant. But this isn't even for Bryant, so I feel like that's a good trade. I don't know that a first round pick is Terry Davis. I don't really have anything else. But it does give me an option, because otherwise it's possibly Jim Peterson playing. I'm not going to need picks. Whatever. It's only 10 minutes. Does Copa on his own get me anything? Probably not. A second round pick actually isn't a bad idea. I have a second. Oh, nobody wants that. What if I do that? Copa for a second, and then I go sign somebody. It was the Knicks. Sure. And then we sign somebody that hopefully there aren't great. Hey, I can get the other Cliff Robinson. There are not centers. I have Abdel Nabi. Peterson can play center, and so can Bryant. So it can be a power forward. It could also be a small forward. Either way, it's an upgrade, so. It's not a bad idea to get Cliff Robinson. Oh, he plays no defense. No defense. Keratin. No defense. Does anybody play defense? Kempton. So it's not really an upgrade if I get somebody that's 69. Bill Winnington plays some defense. 75, but he doesn't rebound. So he's got 9 badges. Let's just go with him. Maybe he can help somebody. Alright, he's 43, so that changed Peterson. What number is he supposed to be? Or what else has he been? He's only been 43. And Cliff has been lots of numbers. 45 or 44. Let's do 44 so you can be 43, and then we're all happy. Now let's go see who you can mentor. And then we'll get a move on things. He's 31. He can probably mentor him. He can. Let's do Box Out Beast. Sure. Oh, well, we traded his mentor, so maybe that makes more sense. Let's do... Oh, man. Okay, so maybe it's actually him. Unless Peterson can help him with Box Out Beast. But... I think Cliff is a better idea, so... Let's do Box Out Beast, Brick Wall, and sure. And then maybe... So we only have Porter, Ainge, Cliff, and Buck. So Peterson can help him. Svenny Johnson should help somebody. Can he help Terry Porter? No, he can't. Not really helping Drexler, so maybe he's helping Mark Bryant somehow. Not really. He can help Pack, but so is Porter. Watley, not so much. Sabonis. All right. Well, I guess it's Percy. Helps a little bit. Sure. Why not? All right. Now we can get past the trade deadline. We don't have anything there. I didn't do this after I made those changes, but I didn't trade anybody that was in the rotation, so it should be fine. We'll stick with that for now. That seemed out of order. Yeah. No, lost to the Nets, but beat the Kings. I don't know why we're losing to the Nets. Tyrone Hill was 2 for 7. Porter fouled out. Drexler fouled out. I guess that'll do it. Beat the Kings by 31. Drexler almost a triple-double. Terry Porter had 30 plus. Tyrone Hill 19 and 7. Love it. lost to the Spurs, who are first injury is Danny Ainge, so that means Vinnie Johnson's going to play. So glad we signed him. Let's do pack 15. Lost to the Spurs by 4. They're a half game, or a game behind us. Drexler had 9 points, and 8 turnovers. That's by far his worst game of the season. Kersey was 2 for 12. Tyrone Hill fouled out in 15 minutes. All right, we are behind the Jazz again, barely ahead of the Spurs. And I want to look at the All-Stars. So the East, looking good. Moses made it. In the West, Drexler's a starter, and Porter did not make it. Dunk contest, Clifford's in it. Usually Kemp is, so maybe he's hurt. 3-point contest, Terry Porter's in it. No Blazers in the rookie-sophomore game. One thing I did not do, so that's still contending, I did not look at this. We are balanced, it's 4 stars. Looks like everybody loves it except Tyrone. Grit and grind goes down a little bit. Defense, Tyrone Hill doesn't like defense for some reason. Alright, let's see. Oh, it was a blowout. Rookies wallop the sophomores. D. Brown, slam dunk contest winner, and John Starks wins the 3-point contest. It's a 1-point game in the All-Star. It went into overtime. That's cool. The East folded off. Drexler had 21, 4, and 8. We had a couple guys foul out. Michael Jordan had 29, Dominique 20 in 17 minutes. All right, can we go on a little winning streak here? Now Vinny's hurt. That's not good. Watley can play. Let's do him. Ainge looks like he's closer to being back, so. Get more of our scouting done. Vinny is back. He only missed a game. Beautiful. Watley is actually all right. I feel like Bryant needs to lose another minute. Abdelnaby's pretty good. It says he should start based on this. Let's give him a couple more over Bryant. Bryant is not doing well. All right, 4 wins. Good stuff to kick off the post-All-Star break. Alaa Abdelnaby had 22 points. Drexler fouled out. Hill fouled out. Wow. 9 points over the Suns. 2 for 10, Tyrone Hill. Beat the Kings, who are not good. 3 for 10, Tyrone Hill. What are you doing, Ty? Beat the Clippers by 8. That was Kersey, 2 for 11. Can we get Danny Ainge back, please? We lost to the Suns. Danny Ainge is back in time for the Sonics game. Vinny has been playing really well in his limited action, 8 games. Pack, he's gone way up, so I don't want to take him out. Vinny's going to be the one out. Maybe we just do that for now. Terry Porter's been amazing. Drexler's even better. Kersey's been good. I think I gave him an extra minute at some point. He doesn't need that. 14 and 12 is 26. They're actually over that. So Drexler's already playing some small forward. I'd like Clifford Robinson to play enough to be one of the best 6 men in the league. Buck's over 50%. That's cool. Tyrone's been shooting really poorly, but I don't know if we take some away from him. Maybe we can consider that as we move forward. Mark Bryant keeps getting worse. I'm going to take... He's only 8 minutes, but I kind of want to see if Cliff Robinson is any better. Let's give him... Well, now that we've got the team back as a whole, let's go with it for a little while. Let's see. We lost to the Suns. 40 for Drexler. They had everybody in double figures. Annihilated the Clippers. 33 for Clyde. Abdelnaby's good stuff. Beat the Sonics. Got 3 guys. Clifford gets 22. Nice. Terry Porter fouled out in 22 minutes. And now we head into March. Beat the Jazz. We got to scout new people. Alright. Probably need to scout a point guard that might be there for our pick. Maybe Lee Mayberry. Let's go with Brett Price too. Shooting guard, we have Peeler and Stith and Barry. I mean, if Doug Christie falls to me, that'd be wonderful. Small forward, we already did these 2. Let's do Clarence. Feel like probably another one of these. Maybe Sean Rooks. Sure. Can we beat the Bulls? Let's go see if there's anybody we can sign that we want to. Ainge and Bryant. Ainge still, I don't think we'll take the minimum. And Bryant is not worth re-signing right now. I don't know why these guys are none. Robinson probably because it's after his rookie deal, but Kersey, I don't know why he's not extendable. Oh well. Alright, big test. We lost by 1. Beat the Jazz, though. We repassed them in the standings. That's good. Not sure where the Spurs are, though. John Stockton averaging 14 and 13. Beat the Nets, who we lost to earlier in the season. Drexler with his second triple-double of the year. Bullets are not good. Oh, Drexler, 44 and 12. Barely lose to the Bulls. It was tied after 1, then we were down 5, and then we were up 1, and we didn't pull through in the 4th, and for some reason Stacey King led their team in scoring. Oh my. My, oh my. Danny Ainge 1 for 5. All right, we are first. Still trailing the Bulls and almost the Sixers overall. There maybe were some other transactions. The Magic were the ones who signed Ralph Sampson. No, there were no other trades, just the three I did. We have Chris Dudley broke his kneecap. Drexler still leading the way in MVP running. Kembe looking like the Rookie of the Year. Doug West most improved. Let's see, Clyde's gotten quite a few of these. Got another Player of the Month. LJ and Dikembe getting all the rookie awards. Mock draft right now. Timberwolves have the best shot at Shaq. The Magic are 5th. Our pick is going to be the second to last, so that's not going to be very valuable, but maybe somebody will fall. Maybe we'll trade it. I don't know. I think we keep on going stat-wise. I think people are... Well, I was going to look at Mark Bryant. Still 37. So we're going to put him... We're going to give Cliff Robinson a chance. Yeah, he's technically doing a little better, but it's still 35%, so. Beat the Lakers, Nuggets, Kings, and Sonics. And Cliff Robinson couldn't handle the 8 minutes. He's now hurt and was doing really bad, so. Maybe Jim Peterson gets a try next. Let's give... let's try Tyrone another one. All right, Lakers are now above 500. Drexler almost got 40 again. Worthy just scores on me every time. I don't want to play them in the playoffs. Although I guess we've been beating them, and that's what matters. Porter, double-double. Kings are pretty bad. Oh, 46. 5 steals. Missed 4 shots. We had 3 guys foul out. Tyrone seems to foul quite a bit as well. Clifford was not very good. Beat the Sonics. 1 for 8, Danny Ainge. Cliff is back. He can at least be active. Well, maybe not. Not if Peterson's the next one to get a try. He's up to 37, so we'll let Bryant keep those 7 minutes for now. Oh, the Timberwolves. We lost to the Celtics, so first loss in a couple weeks. Beat the Bucks by 3 only. Fred Roberts got 23 points. Drexler's really good. Kersey, not a good showing. The Wolves got beat by 64. Drexler's probably going to get Player of the Month in March, I would think, based on what I'm seeing. Rick Mahorn. Danny Ainge, big 7 for 9 in 15 minutes. Also managed to get 4 fouls. A couple big bench games there. Losing to Reggie Lewis, though. Drexler's down here, fouled out with 8 points. Hill's still hovering around 48%, and he's mad. Seeing if anybody needs to be shifted minutes-wise. He's still 38%. Pack's percentage has only gone up through the season. Ainge continues to be 41-42. We are still in. Wow, we pulled away in first. We're only a game out of first in the league. This is going to be a big game against the Jazz. We'll see if we can beat the Wolves by 60 again. That'd be cool. No, but still beat them by quite a bit. And beat the Jazz by double figures. Cool. Clyde Drexler is having a heck of a March. It wasn't Worthy this time. It was Byron Scott leading the way. Clifford, 24. That might be a season high. I feel like this might be a team I go 9-man in the playoffs. Although Bryant's rebounding and defense you'd think I would need. Clyde Drexler's March has been ridiculous. Not quite as good as his December somehow, but alright, a couple tests here against the Rockets and Knicks. These are probably going to be the last people we fully scout. Beat the Mavs by 21. Beat the Kings by 33. Richmond's averaging 21. Clyde almost a triple-double. 3 for 11's not good. 26 over the Rockets. That's a big one. Hakeem still not rebounding very much. And beat the Knicks by 13. Alright, Bryant has gone down. Do I give Jim Peterson a chance? He's not really played. He's 3 worse. Might as well see what he has for a couple games. Bryant has just been really bad. Lost to the Suns, but beat the Jazz by a lot, and then the Warriors. Suns we've lost to a couple times this year, so it might be a tough matchup in the playoffs. Robinson didn't make a field goal. Peterson was 0 for 4, so that's not good. Why is he even shooting 4 times in 7 minutes? His shot tendency's 40. That he might not need 1 shot in 7 minutes. Oh, 45 points. And he was 0 for 2. Yeah, Jim Peterson's going to be taken out of the lineup, I think. Let's see how Mr. Duckworth's doing in the Warriors. Well, of course, his field goal percentage is better. He's pretty happy. He doesn't really fit a run-and-gun team like the Warriors with his 275-pound self, but whatever. Bill Jones didn't score. Clifford has a good game every now and then. That says Jerome Kersey had 10 offensive rebounds. Peterson went, I think, so he did make a shot at some point. I was going to say, I thought he was 0 for 7, but we'll go ahead and take him back out. Thanks for the try. Let's go ahead and get Robinson back active. If Bryant can't get himself together, he's probably not going to be in the playoff rotation because Abdelnaby's been pretty good. Ainge still 41%. Pack keeps getting better. Hill still 48. Things are looking good for the Trailblazers. We got 2 weeks left. We've clinched first, and we now have the best record in the league, which would be nice to have. home court advantage should we get to the championship. Beating all these teams, lost to the Spurs. 3-1's not bad for a week. Got to 60 wins. Not many teams I would be able to do that with in the first season. Probably the Bulls are one. Blazers are another. The Jazz are another. Beat the Clippers by just 2. Hill fouled out in 18 minutes. Sonics go down by 30. Drexler, my gosh. Got Kemp to foul out. Then the Spurs beat us. Pretty big. Nobody fouled out. We just had a lot of guys not shoot very well at all. The team was, David Robinson, 38 and 13. We shot 40%. We are now only a half game in first overall. Beat the Rockets by 4. Terry Porter with 32 and fouled out. We are now tied with the Bulls. Beat the Mavericks. Terry Porter, 36 points. Danny Ainge has not been, he's finally under 41%. We are now a half game ahead of the Bulls. If the Bulls could lose, that'd be wonderful. They did lose. So now, well, I don't know who has the tiebreaker. And we play the Lakers, who are decent. I was going to say I could rest some people, but I want to clinch. Where do the Bulls play? Let's see. Oh, we have the first game. Never mind. The Bulls must play on the next day. Well, I think I even give people more minutes to try to clinch home court. Let's give... do something like that. We'll simcast, because that's the only way to be able to see the stats. First quarter was not great. Second was much better. Third was amazing, and we're good to go. Win by 17. Drexler, 34. Clifford with another big game. Hill, not so much. Buck didn't score and got 14 rebounds. And for the Lakers, Teagle's hurt, Campbell's hurt. And we stopped Worthy for once. All right, Clyde Drexler's your MVP. Up to score. He probably should be in the most improved running after scoring 8 more points per game. Better rebounds, better assists. Blocks were up. Shot ridiculous. Threes weren't great. Played more minutes than I had him at. Shot a lot more threes. Clyde the Glide. All right, Rookie of the Year goes to Dikembe. Six-man Detlef. Defensive Player, the Admiral. Most Improved goes to Purvis. Averaged a double-double. Coach of the Year goes to Rick Adelman, and I also got Executive of the Year. Pretty good All-NBA first team, I would say. Second team, we got KJ in there. Worthy. Larry Bird makes it. Third team, Michael Adams. Porter was probably fairly close if Michael Adams got it. Defense, Larry Nance broke his ankle. That's not good for the Cavs in the playoffs. Rodman averaged 16 rebounds. Clyde got all defensive second team thanks to his 1.2 blocks. Wow. All rookie team. No huge surprises. Mark Macon. That's because he's starting for them. Probably hurt Victor Alexander a little bit. I guess he was backing up Hill anyway, so probably. All right, we are taking on the Lakers. I still don't know who has... Oh, they already had their lot, 62 and 20. Oh, so if I would have lost, I would have been tied, but I still don't know who would have had home court. If it's based on conference, it would have been me. All right, the worst records. Timberwolves Magic ended up third. The Heat, who started off just horrendously, ended up sixth worst. But maybe we won't even need to see the draft. If we can win a championship here, we are good to go. And we are playing the Lakers, who I said I didn't want to face because James Worthy's been amazing. I feel like that lineup we just finished the season with might get this first game. And let's do a little bit of game planning for this team. Alright, Eldon and Teagle will be back soon. They did not finish the team or the season strong. Byron Scott should be guarded pretty tight. Probably should have Drexler on him, but we'll just be... we will put Kersey on him. Whenever he's in, Kersey's attached to Worthy. We will wall up against him. Perkins can shoot. We got Divac. Elton Campbell is not a shooter. AC Green's not really either, but he can make a mid-range. Tony Smith, Threet. Okay, this seems doable. Let's see if we can sweep this team. That'd be cool. Let's sweep the Lakers. Come on, at least get the home games. Well, that's a good start. Up 15 at halftime, and third quarter's not looking any better for them. All right. We'll take a 53-point win. Clyde had 42 and almost a triple-double. 20 boards and perfect shooting for Buck Williams. Tyrone Hill was 1 for 7. Held Worthy in check. Divac was 0 for 7. Alright, I am going to not play Tyrone Hill as much after that showing. Let's get another one at home, guys. Up 19 after the first is a pretty good start. Plus 5 is 24. Plus 11, so we're going to win by 40 again. Not quite, 37. I would say I would take a couple minutes away from my stars to make sure they don't get hurt, but I've seen such stupid things happen on 2K where the 8 seed comes back and wins 3 games straight, so I'm not going to risk it. We did not stop Big Game James in that one. I don't see anybody that I really need to take out. We scored so many points. Drexler fouled out, so did Williams. Let's go again. We had several sweeps, it looked like. Can the Blazers add to it? The first quarter says yes. The second quarter is uncertain. Third quarter says yes. We are up by 5. win by 9. Drexler with 41. He fouled out again. That's what I'm kind of scared about, facing like potentially Michael Jordan in the finals. Never mind, Michael Jordan got swept by the Pacers in the 8 seed. What is happening? The Sixers swept the Hornets. The Cavs swept the Pistons without Larry Nance. And the Spurs swept the Sonics. So we are facing either the Suns or Rockets. Let's go ahead and get rid of the Lakers game plan here. James Worthy bruised his hip at some point. Alright, let's get this game done. Alright, Jazz beat the Clippers, and the Knicks beat the Celtics. Let's simcast this one and see if it's worth jumping in to watch. Suns whooping on the Rockets. Which the Suns, I think I lost to a few times in the season. I don't remember losing to the Rockets. Might have. Looks like that one's over. Hornacek had 28. So we're facing the Suns. Probably go with that same rotation. Porter was not shooting as well, but pretty good. Drexler was, holy moly, it said 65%. Kersey's doing his thing. Buck was much, much better. Tyrone's even better. Clifford, not so much. Abdel-Nabi was great. Ainge was great. Pack was good. And Bryant even did pretty well. So, all right, we are scoring 22 more points than them. Rebounds 11 more. Assists 5 more. Shooting much better, and threes are even better. Do they have any injuries? No. So KJ's not much of a shooter. So we're going to, I guess, go automatic on it. Jeff Hornacek is very much a shooter. Dan Marley is very much a shooter. Tom Chambers can shoot as well. Perry, I don't think so. We'll leave it. Marley averaged 13. I'm just going to let them auto match up, I guess. Mark West, we don't need to worry about. We can do a little gap on him. Sabalos, I don't think can shoot. And Andrew Lang. All right. I'll go see. The Suns. Johnson struggled. He's only 63 at threes. Perry actually is pretty good at them, so is Chambers. Sabalos is 49 at them, so let's change that a little bit. Let's go under. Alright, game one. Let's see what we do against the Suns. First quarter started out well, ended alright. Second quarter, let them come back a little bit there at the end. Third quarter, they're taking it to us, but we tied it up in the quarter. As long as we stay, that got really close at the end. Won by 3. Clyde Drexler only 22 in that one of his lower scoring games. Abdelnaby was pretty bad. KJ, 20 points. Chambers was pretty bad. So Marley or Hornacek, neither one really torched us, so that was good, but only winning by 3 at home is kind of scary. Jazz, Cavs, 1. Let's see. Only 2-point lead after 1. Second quarter, it's tied at halftime. Third quarter, only up by 1. And we pull away in the fourth. All right. We end up winning by 10. Buck Williams was 0 for 7, so that's going to hurt the old field goal percentage in the playoffs. So KJ's their leading scorer. Hornacek didn't even shoot a 3 and was pretty bad. I don't see anything I need to change. I am curious if they have any injuries. No. Knicks took game 1 and the other 2 got tied up. Can we win in Phoenix? First quarter says no. Down 9. Now we're down 17 at halftime. We chip away 2 points from it. And, fourth quarter comeback. Maybe we watch the last minute 13. Let's do it. Why not? Oh, I thought I'd have the ball. No? Let's see. We got starters in except
left in the fourth quarter.
Well, Drexler. That's not good. Robinson's in. So
Ceballos
Drexler
against Robinson. They set the pick.
Ceballos
passes to
into
Mustaf.
Mustaf
That one misses. Hill
in the
with some
game.
nice
So they must have somebody found out too. Clifford doing spin moves and random jumpers. He made it, whatever that was.
2 points.
Now that is how you come through when it matters most.
Kenny Lane just checking in.
Biggest shot of the game, and he converts it.
Now here's
And Miles was wide open for 3. He missed. Darwin Hill with a big board.
Clark, they can't afford to waste this shot.
Moments like this
Clifford
are
Robinson is just trying to take it at Ceballos. Gary Porter lost the ball because he tried to dribble into 2
About
defenders.
7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks.
And Marley
got it.
random
Marley lives for these
stop and
moments.
pop.
How about
Banks it in.
Brother Dan making it
We got all
happen in
sorts
the
of
clutch?
timeouts, so I
Now
bet
a
we
timeout
inbounds it and
called by
call another
Portland.
one.
They trail by 4. There's 25 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. Some changes for Phoenix. Barry's checked in, and it's only second for Ceballos. And Portland with a change here, too. Ainge is checked in. A moment now to hear from our sideline reporter, Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
All right.
David.
So
Thanks,
Danny
guys.
Ainge
During that
comes
last
in
break, I heard
for
Rick Adelman
Robinson.
was telling his team. I
There's
told
the
his guys they can
timeout.
do this, and the huddle he said, we've been here before and
That's
come
what it
back.
says.
So we know we can do this. We just have to believe. Inspiring words. We'll see if they live up to them. Guys?
Thank you, David. Time called here. The Blazers decide to talk it over. They're behind by 4. There's 25 seconds left to play in the final quarter.
Gotta get a bucket here and then a foul. We're calling our last timeout. This is the stupidest thing I've ever seen. I guess I should have just sent him forward. Alright, well now the timeouts are gone. So we won't see another one here. Why we wouldn't save that for later, I
1 second
don't know.
between the shot clock and game clock.
We got Derek Porter just
quarter against
driving in
Johnson.
for no
At the
reason.
elbow, Williams.
Buck Williams ran a random like
And he is
14-foot
brought them to
layup.
within 2 points.
Nice find that time from the swing man, Kersey. Teammates love that kind of
We're
unselfishness.
fouling somebody who shoots
They foul
about 90%
intentionally. That's what they
from
have
the
to do at this
line,
point.
probably.
Well, I think the foul was his only option to stop the clock. However, this is not a
Clifford
guy
just
that
came
you
in
want
for
at the line.
Buck.
Yeah, he
Buck
did what
must
he
have
had to
fouled
do.
out.
You can't just hope the ball gets past the weaker shooter.
And you hate
Instead,
to
I have
a player
an O
foul
to
out,
20
but their
seconds.
depth could be an asset here, helping them weather his absence.
Time
So
called here.
there's
The
still timeout.
Blazers
Well, I would
decide to
imagine this
talk it
game is over, but
They're down by 4. There's 14 seconds left to play here in the fourth.
let's
What do you
find
think,
out.
guys?
And I think they're going to have to work really fast coming out of the timeout.
Yeah, they're in desperation mode right now. Need a quick shot and a foul.
probably need to get a 3 for Porter or Ainge.
Here's Ainge.
If we could get, well, he was open. If he
Fires
was
away
open,
from way outside. It's in! And what a sensational
Danny
bucket to put them
Ainge
within
from
one.
deep.
Fantastic
I
play.
don't know how good KJ is at free
And they
throws. If
stop
he
the
could miss
clock
one, that would be
as soon as they can with
fantastic.
the intentional foul.
As long as it's
Yep,
not the
good
second
foul to
one,
stop
because
the
then we
clock.
have 8 seconds to
Couple
get down
misses
the
here,
court
they
without a
could be
timeout.
back in it.
First free throw is good, and that will put them up by 2.
I guess either way, we have 8 seconds to get it down the court, so please miss.
Second one is good. Getting both at the
All right.
line, and it's a 3-point game.
Probably need to
That
get a
last
play
free
for
throw
Danny
was
Ainge since he just
Their only
nailed
choice
it.
now is to go for the
Please
three
not
to
Jerome
tie.
Kersey.
Back
Please.
to Porter.
Porter.
Misses the three. So it's the Suns taking the W in a close one. Well, that'll do it, folks.
Not a
Glad you could
bad
join us in the
look.
Western Conference semifinals.
But also not a play, so not gonna sweep this series. The fourth quarter gave us a chance. Kevin Johnson, I feel like we need to do something a little different about because he's taking it to us. Although he's not shooting a great percentage. I'm afraid if we double him on the drive, then we'll have Marley and Hornacek standing out wide open for 3. Although they were 0 for 8 in this game. Drexler fouled out after 34. Let's see. Can we steal one on the road? Really need to. It's tied after 1. Down 9. That's not good. And now we're down by 14. And the fourth quarter's comeback is not happening, and we get annihilated by 26. Kevin Johnson was amazing. All right, well, let's go see. Porter's been struggling against KJ. Robinson and Kersey have been awesome. Ainge, not so much. Abdel Nabi's been really bad, and Bryant's been good. So, of course, I was thinking about taking Bryant out. Oh. So we still have 26 plus 19. That doesn't work. We gotta have 22 between those guys, and we have 19. Oh, we gotta get one more. Well, Bryant's actually been doing better, so I guess he gets 7 minutes. I'd like to give more to my guards, I guess. Let's get Drexler up to 39. And let's go see what we need to do about the Suns. Kevin Johnson's been amazing, and so has Ceballos. Mark West is shooting 63%. Porter's a good defender, right? Or decent? It says A-. 75, so he's not great at it. He's 78. Drexler, if I put him on KJ, then that leaves Porter on Hornacek, which isn't terrible, I guess. I think I'm going to try it for a game. If Hornacek roasts me, then I'll switch it. He's not as laterally quick or as consistent, but he's just better at defense and stealing. Hopefully having a taller defender on him might make his shots harder. I don't know. Or Drexler will foul out. Could happen too. We're back at home. See if we can win here. Oh man, down 1. Second quarter's looking better. Up 8 at halftime. Gotta win the third here. Okay, up decent amount. Don't let this happen, guys. Oh boy, that came close. Whew, 3-point win. Drexler didn't foul out, and Terry Porter had a really good game. Abdelnaby needs to probably not play. I give a few of those to Bryant because he's been doing a little better. KJ was not stopped. It didn't really make a difference. Hornacek had an okay game. West fouled out. Alright, let's do this. Get Tyrone another minute. Alright, we got 2 chances to win 1 game. Oh boy. The Knicks got to the Eastern Conference Finals over the Pacers. Oh, we might actually win one on the road after that quarter. Oh, only up 6. Never mind. Third quarter needs to be a big one. Yes. Up like 15 here. That'll do it. Blazers on to the Western Conference Finals against the Spurs. And David Robinson, who I have nobody to guard him. Tyrone Hills, 6'9". That's a bad matchup. That's a bad matchup. KJ fouled out. That's helpful. Tim Perry randomly had 22 points. Drexler had 38. That's pretty good. I'd say that's pretty good. Hill and Ainge were pretty bad. Facing the Spurs, who have no injuries. We're scoring 8 more points. Rebounds are exactly the same. They get more assists. I shoot quite a bit better, and they don't shoot very good at threes. I think Rod Strickland's really bad at threes. So we're going to go under the screens and not worry about him out there. Anderson's decent at them, I think. Elliott's okay at them. That's who Kersey's going to guard. Cummings. I don't have anybody to guard him. I think in the post, we should at least dig, and we'll see if we double at some point. Carr, we can go under screens. Pressy, Bardo. These guys don't appear to play. Higgins does. Avery Johnson can't shoot, I don't think. Danny Young. So this is where I traded Young. Oh, because I got their first round pick. That's right. All right. Looking at my stats look pretty good for Clyde Drexler. But I'm here to look at the Spurs. David Robinson's amazing. We know that. Antoine Carr shoots 62%. Oh, boy. Threes. Anderson's not good. They don't really shoot them, like, period. They don't have anybody that shoots threes. So, maybe since I think we are protect the paint, so that should be good for us. Can he shoot threes at all? He's 64. He's 76. All right. Whew. Let's see what happens in Game 7 over here. Cavs and Sixers. Based on previous simulations, I'd guess Sixers. Yes, it's looking very much like Sixers. Oh. Yep, Sixers. It was Barkley. So Sixers, Knicks. We got Blazers and Spurs. The Sixers won Game 1 over there. Not a good start in the first. Made a decent run there at the end. The second quarter, we just scored 50 points in a quarter. Looks like Game 1's going to the home team. We just won by 34. Clyde Drexler, 27 and 15. David Robinson only had 22. We'll take that. We fouled out Cummings. They did make 2 threes, Anderson and Elliott. Danny Ainge at 18. I think we just leave things as is. The Sixers won Game 2. Can we win both at home here to kick off the series? It's tied after 1. We're not scoring 50 points in this second quarter. But we're up 6. A good run to start out the third. Puts us up 13. And we are going to finish strong to win by 30. All right. So Terry Porter, only 9 for 21. Drexler played 44 minutes. I don't know why, unless somebody's hurt, which everybody seems to have the right minutes except Buck Williams, but he fouled out. So somehow Drexler played those minutes. Clifford didn't play his, so Clifford Robinson might be hurt. That's not good. No, he's not. Okay. Well, I think we just see how we do in San Antonio. The Sixers are up 3-0. I had a really tough time with them in the season, so not looking forward to facing Barkley. The shootout in the first quarter. 6-point lead at halftime. Got a decent third quarter here, up 15. Fourth quarter has been our strong suit. Win by 24. Robinson fouled out. Always helpful. That says 53 points for Clyde Drexler. 32, 7, and 7. Hill was 0 for 7. All right, game 4. The Sixers just swept the Knicks to get to the finals, so they're on a hot streak. Can we do the same? First quarter was not great. Second was a little worse. Third is looking much better. Made up the difference and then some. Beat them by 20 in the third. Fourth is looking a little closer. Let's watch the last 42 seconds here with the Spurs trailing by 3. We have our starters in, so that's promising. They
There's
don't.
42 seconds
Looks like
left in the
Cummings
game.
might have fouled out because
Williams
Carr's
passes to
in.
Porter. Williams has a screen for
A
Porter.
good screen by Buck. We got
Pass to Kersey.
Kersey
Over
open
Strickland.
for a 15-footer.
Kersey misses.
Robinson with the board.
Well, there's still an opportunity to
Not
get back,
seen
but
this
it will
court
not
on the
be
game,
easy.
so that's cool to
They
see.
need scores and stops here to close the gap.
Spurs passing it around.
Willie Anderson has a 3.
Anderson
Misses
can't
Buck
get it to go.
Williams.
And there's
They
the
can't get to a
intentional
foul.
No choice but to stop the
I
clock
think
here.
Kersey and Buck would have been
They
pretty
want
good
to
options,
extend
but
this
third
game.
quarter's a
That's why
good
they did
shooter,
what they did
I
there.
believe.
Yep, so they had to foul there.
So can Porter help put this one away to get the Blazers to the finals?
He drops the
There's
first
one.
one, and that gives them a 4-point cushion.
You got to appreciate how calm Porter is.
He's up
Even
to
in
20
tense
points
moments,
here in game
he knows
4.
how to
He
keep
gets
his
the
cool.
second, put him
And so
at
both free
5.
throws are good, and it's a 5-point
Spurs
game.
will call their last
That is how you
timeout.
end it. Sink them all. Don't leave any doubt.
San Antonio calls timeout. They're trailing by 5. There's 14 seconds left in the fourth. What's your take, guys?
Hey, the strategy is simple. Get a quick score and foul right away.
That's got to be their mindset, and they'll have to execute perfectly here.
There's 14 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one.
We're happy with a Rod Strickland 3 if he wants to throw one up.
Strickland passes to
Willie
Anderson.
Anderson is
Again,
decent
the
at
miss by
them.
the
He's going to
Spurs.
miss.
And they go to the
Drexler's going to
intentional
get
foul.
fouled, and I think we can simcast this one. Win by 5. All right, Blazers are in the finals. So it's the first time of the 3 simulations that we've made the finals in the first season. Terry Cummings did foul out in just 14 minutes. David Robinson was not to be stopped. Drexler didn't shoot well, but got to the line a lot. Buck had a double-double before he fouled out. So he fouled out there at the end. Why are we fouling? I guess it kind of makes sense. All right. Avery Johnson out for season at some point during that. So we are getting ready for Charles Barkley. They don't have John Bagley, who might have been their backup point guard. We're scoring 10 more points. They're out-rebounding us. We're better assisting, better shooting, better threes. I think we go with that same lineup. Drexler's been amazing in the playoffs. Kersey's been super consistent. Buck's shooting much better. Ainge is shooting much better. Bryant's shooting much better. Pack, not so much. Abdelnaby, not so much. So maybe give Ainge another one there. All right, Sixers. Hersey Hawkins is going to have Clyde Drexler on him. He's going to be guarded really tightly. And, yeah. Okay, Kenny Payne is not a three-point shooter. Let's do that. Jason Williams, we can go under screens. And probably at least that. Manute Bol. Ruland. Johnny Dawkins. I don't think he shoots. I have to look, but for now I'm going to do wall up. Charles Barkley. I'm thinking Jerome Kersey. He's probably not strong enough, but we're going to try it for a game and then see. I think Barkley is the small forward because Gilliam's the power forward. We're going to guard him tightly, and we are going to definitely wall up. I think we're going to dig on the post. Gilliam is not a three-point shooter. That's a fake guy. Wiggins, fake. Shackelford is their starter. Bagley's hurt. All right, let's go look at Johnny Dawkins' stats here. For the playoffs, Dawkins, he shoots some threes, but he has 76 of them, so it's Hersey Hawkins who's not shooting a good percentage here in the playoffs. Barkley, Ron Anderson is 73 at them. So maybe wall up is not necessary for Dawkins because he's not bad at them. We'll just do auto. Auto. All right. Whew. Well, we do get home court advantage, so that's helpful. Game 1 against the Sixers for the NBA championship. We cannot stop them at all in the first quarter, and we didn't chip away at it in the second. We did make it somewhat close after the third. If we can have a good fourth here, but that means playing defense, and that seems to not be happening. And that's over. All right, lost by 13. Kersey with 29 missed one shot. We're not going to get that game out of him ever again. Tyrone Hill was really bad, played all sorts of minutes, fouled out. Robinson fouled out. Hersey Hawkins, what is he doing? And Barkley was not stopped either. So maybe... What is Kersey's strength versus Buck? 76. Buck is 86. Has a no lateral quickness, but really good at interior defense. Do we try Buck Williams on Barkley? Because Clifford's not that good at defense, is he? He's not bad. Maybe try Kersey on Hawkins. Then Drexler's guarding like Gilliam. That was not good. Let's try Buck Williams, I guess. Where's Buck Williams? Am I missing something? Oh, I left him up here, didn't I? Yep. Duh. So put Kersey on Hawkins. Williams on Barkley. Maybe that'll help with rebounds as well. If Hill were better, he'd get more minutes. I think we give Buck another one. Kersey could probably get another after that performance. Cliff's been fouling out a lot. Drexler up to 40, I guess. Gotta win one of these at home. Wow. The first quarter's just killer to me. Allowed 68 points in the first half. Made a comeback in the second, though, making it interesting. Let's watch the last minute 9, down 3. We got Abdelnaby in instead
To
of...
the inside.
Oh, Drexler's
And
not open
finished
for a
off by
dunk.
Drexler.
Drexler, dependable at knocking down big
So
shots.
Hill's probably
and that's
fouled
why
out.
he's so well respected.
Barkley goes in.
That Williams is a good
Excellent
D.
D there from Williams.
Of course, he was
Portland's
bored.
gone 3 of 6 tonight when they've let it fly from downtown.
I think
Kersey
could have
kicks to Williams.
had Buck Williams cut down the lane there because Manute Bull
Williams
wasn't
has a
down the
screen
court
for
yet.
Porter. That's to Kersey. To
Kersey's
take the lead.
blocked by Barkley. I thought he was going to get
Now
a
the
dunk.
76ers on the break. Here's Dawkins.
Dawkins,
Not
easy
shying away at
two.
all, fearlessly stepping into that big shot. Wow, beautiful.
That takes real guts. I think this whole arena was holding its breath.
It's our
Foul
last
timeout
timeout.
called by Portland. They're trailing by 3. 29 seconds left in the fourth quarter.
Don't need to give a 3. They probably should get a quick score to get
And
the ball
now we've
back.
got some time to check in from the sideline. You got for us, GA.
Thanks, guys. During that last break, I heard what Rick Adelman was telling his team. And he's excited about their chances. He said, this is what we've worked for. This is where we want to be. Now it's up to us to take it. That means
Well,
big plays
please go
and
back up
big
with it.
shots. We'll see if
Before
they
you
can
get 3
rise to the
seconds.
big moment, Kevin.
Please dunk
Thank
the
you,
ball.
David. Good.
Okay, Buck Williams
And
got
that
score
shot
after
brings them to within just 1.
3 tries.
Got to be cognizant of where Williams is.
They're gonna hope
Especially
Johnny Dawkins
the
can miss a free
offensive
throw.
boards where he's so active.
Well, it was a must-foul
Probably where the
situation.
team
They
would
were
put Danny
hoping for
Ainge in.
somebody not quite so good at
This
the line.
team's not very good at
That's a
3
good
pointers.
job from the offense
He
to get
did
it
miss
into
a
his
free
hands.
throw.
They knew the foul was coming.
In that
and got
case,
it
get
to
the
their
ball to
shooter.
number 22, please.
And he ends up making the second, and
Mike
that will put
Drexler
them up
needs
by
this
2.
ball.
And so it's Porter bringing it up now for the Trailblazers. Passes it to
Good
Drexler to tie it up. So it's the
Yes.
76ers taking the
And
win
they
in a
didn't
close
call it
game.
back.
That concludes Game 2 of the NBA Finals. For our terrific reporter David Aldridge, along with Clark Kellogg and Mike Fratello, I'm Kevin.
A heck of a swat by Barkley. So maybe I go back to Otto on defense, because I don't know what to do about these guys. Drexler was amazing, except for that last one. Yeah, that didn't do anything. I think I'm just going to go Otto and let them do whatever. We will double team Barkley. Why not? Harry Porter could probably play more. Probably just don't need Robert Peck in. Because he can't shoot. He's not great at defense, so we can probably go 9-man. That seems like our best bet. We'll go 9-man rotation, automatic matchups. Do we possibly win one in Philly? I don't feel confident based on the awfulness that has been, especially the first quarters. We again allowed so many points. We're within striking distance, but not anymore. So we're going to get swept, it looks like, by the Sixers. So in this universe, Charles Barkley would never leave Philly because he's about to win a championship with them. They're not trading him away anytime soon. Drexler fouled out, so he didn't get to play the other 14 minutes he was supposed to. I was pretty confident this was going to be one that maybe would only be a one-season sim, but that is not looking very likely. We're going to take him out too. Of course, we don't have enough center minutes now. We need 2 more. Try an 8-man rotation to avoid getting swept. Is there any rebounding we need to change? That's not what I meant to do. We score a whole lot of points. We're also allowing quite a bit of points. Oh, I can see this. There we go. All right. They score just all sorts on us. They're shooting 60%. They're amazing at threes. We foul them a lot. They are much better at rebounds. Is that true for the playoffs? They're better than us at defensive rebounds. We're one of the best at offensive. I don't know. At this point, we're just hoping. We'll jump in if it's close or if the Sixers are looking like victors because we'll see their celebration. First quarter that was the first time we've had a good first quarter against this team, but we blow it in the second. Pull away in the third. And we're actually going to win a game. Look at that. Still didn't stop Barkley. Somehow Charles Shackelford ended up with 23 points. It's more than like his last 3 games combined. It's random. Ron Anderson's 2 for 10. All right, we got Porter, Hill, and Williams fouling out. I knew that was a possibility when I go 8-man. But at least they're better people playing those minutes. So Drexler almost played the entire game. I think we can probably do that. Alrighty. It says Porter should play even more. It also says Kersey shouldn't play that much. And that's not true, because he's a really good defender. Well, we're back home, so there's a possibility that that could help us. Let's see if we can have a good first quarter at home for once. Nope. Lose by 6. Get annihilated in the second, down 14 at halftime. Got to get at least 7 of that back. Nope, we're going to be down by more. We're going to watch the last 40 seconds to watch the celebration of the Sixers as your finals champs. Oh boy.
.40 seconds left in the fourth quarter.
What a weird handoff.
Porter looking it
Number 5
over.
is that Bagley? Porter
And
with
it's
the
off
fadeaway
from
3 in the
three-point
mid
range.
bowl. Hits the board.
Bagley against Porter.
He still didn't give Manute the right body
Barkley
height.
down low.
Still
Over
looks way
Williams.
too thick.
Barkley, no good. Anderson against Robinson. The pass to Kersey.
Are we still going to try to shoot? Or are we running the timeout?
Outside Porter. Here's Robinson. Nails the
We're going to make
16-footer.
it. We're going to lose by
That's how
13
you
instead
use
of
the shot
15.
fake, folks.
And they've done it.
Your
The
NBA
Philadelphia
champs.
76ers
Philadelphia
have won the NBA championship.
76ers. Not a very deep team.
Oh, to be
They
crowned
got
a
Barkley and
champion on the
Hawkins
road
and
is something else. To win and
some
to do
decent
it with a
role
crowd
players, I guess.
that was so emotional and so into this game. You've beaten the team and you've conquered everything
The
that this
Tyrone
great
Hill
arena
trade.
holds.
Yeah, it's a bittersweet.
If I would have
moment for the
gotten
home
beaten,
crowd.
if
But all
I would have been
full
beaten by
credit to the visitors and
an
the
amazing center,
job they did to never lose focus or drive.
I would maybe think
And
that
boy,
trade
this is
wasn't a
the
good
moment
idea
they've
because
been
Duckworth
working
has at
towards
least
all season
size
long.
over Tyrone Hill,
And
but
even if they don't get to celebrate in front
to
of
be
their
beat by
home
Barkley
fans,
when I have
that does
Kersey
not
and
take
Williams as
anything
really
away
good
from the
defenders,
satisfaction.
outside and in,
Now, let's take you to the
neither one of them
presentation
can really
of the
handle him
Larry
on their own,
O'Brien
though, is the
Trophy.
problem.
NBA Commissioner doing the honors.
So, free agency is now what I'm looking forward to. Got to figure out if we're re-signing Kersey and Clifford Robinson as the big pieces. I think if there's any chance of David Robinson, like if I have enough money to offer him, I probably will, because that would be a complete game changer. But that will be a decision for another day. Barkley 29, 9, and 6, shot 67%. Drexler not very good. Only Hill fouled out and he didn't score. Not much happening there. So, as I was saying, our team here. So we've got a great point guard, one of the best in the league. So that's good. Pac's probably going to get better. So he's only 23. So that's a decent backup point guard, and he played pretty well. Wish he would. He can't play defense or shoot, but he's a good driver. So point guard is decent. We can get a third point guard, maybe draft one, who knows. We got our superstar locked up, Danny Ainge. We could probably get a better backup guard. I don't know. Overall wise, 79 is pretty good. Vinny didn't get to play, so he's gone probably. Kersey is a big decision to make. Might just decide between these two. I don't know. Clifford's pretty dynamic. Guard inside and out. Buck has another year on his contract. Bryant did not play well enough. He did end up getting over 40%, but maybe a minimum as like a third big. Cliff was a free agent signing. Peterson, team option is going to be declined. Tyrone struggled in the playoffs and fouled a lot. But hopefully he goes up at 24. Does he have potential? B-, so not really. And Abdelnaby was surprisingly pretty good as a backup, not so good in the playoffs. So some decisions to make. We've got a little bit of money, $7 million. That's enough to offer David Robinson. And if we can possibly get him, we're going to try. So that's some foreshadowing, I guess, to what the next video will entail, is trying to get David Robinson on the Blazers so we can win a championship in Season 2, because Season 1 was a bit of a letdown. So till next time, thanks for tuning in. Shoe Shack Redemption's out.